Hi, welcome to another IELTS essay lesson. In this lesson, we're going to look at how the paragraphs of an argument essay link together. So here I have a breakdown of the different sentences that make up the paragraphs of an argument essay. We have the introduction paragraph, supporting paragraph 1, supporting paragraph 2, and the conclusion paragraph. And I've tried to coordinate them with colors to show how the paragraphs sort of link together and work as a team. So in the introduction paragraph, you have the background sentence, your detailed background sentence, which is just giving some background information about what you're going to talk about. Your thesis, which is the main idea of your entire essay. And so I've marked that in green. So everywhere that you see green in this skeleton is an area where the essay is linking back to the thesis and kind of reinforcing the idea that was presented in the thesis. So, and then following the thesis, you have the outline of the two topics that will support your thesis in the supporting paragraphs, supporting paragraph 1 and supporting paragraph 2. That's the introduction paragraph. Now, if we look to supporting paragraph 1 starts with a topic, and this topic was first presented in the outline of the two topics in the last sentence of the introduction paragraph. So you can see here in blue linked together. So following the topic, you give an example to support your topic, a discussion statement to link your example to your topic, and then finally a conclusion sentence. And the conclusion sentence links your supporting paragraph back to the thesis. So this is the actual sentence that kind of keeps the entire paragraph focused on what you're arguing in the thesis. The same pattern holds true for supporting paragraph 2. So supporting paragraph 2, you start by presenting topic number 2, which you had originally stated in your outline sentence of the introduction paragraph. You give an example to support it. You also give a discussion sentence, link your example number 2, to topic number 2. And finally, you give a conclusion sentence which links supporting paragraph 2 back to your thesis, which was in the introduction paragraph. Okay, coming down to the conclusion paragraph, so you have 3 sentences in your conclusion. The first is a summary. The summary restates the topics you brought up in supporting paragraph 1 and supporting paragraph 2. So I've marked this here in blue. And the second sentence is a restatement of your thesis, which is just basically you saying your thesis again in different words. So I've marked this here in green, which links back to the idea that the thesis the argument that you presented in your thesis, you're stating it again at the end. Okay, following this, I included a copy of the essay that we wrote together prior to this lesson, Opinions on Food, and I highlighted the areas in the essay so you can kind of see how they link together. So the green ones, if you remember, are always linking to the thesis, and the blue ones are linking to the topics that support the thesis. So if we read through it together, opinions on food vary tremendously, as does an individual's culinary skill. Thus, some people like to eat out, while others prefer to stay at home and cook for themselves. For me, I prefer to go to food stands or restaurants as opposed to preparing food at home. I've marked this in green. This is our thesis. Eating in this manner is both more convenient and tastier, and I will analyze these areas in my essay. I've marked this in blue because this is the outline sentence for the 2 topics we will talk about, which are restaurants are convenient and restaurants are tastier than my cooking. The first sentence in the supporting paragraph reads, "Firstly, eating in a restaurant is much more convenient than eating at home." I marked this in blue because this links back to the outline sentence. For example, when I finish a long day of work, I often do not have enough time to prepare a meal for myself at home. Further, many international restaurants line the street where I live. Thus, going to a restaurant is a much more convenient option for me. This is therefore one of the main reasons I prefer restaurants to cooking at home. So as you can see, I've even included some of the words from the thesis in this sentence in green, linking back to the thesis. Okay, second supporting paragraph. A second reason is that restaurant food always tastes better than the food I cook. I am not a talented chef by any stretch, and the foods I cook, I plan. So I mark this in blue because this is linking back to what was presented in our outline sentence in the introduction paragraph. For example, I often overcook foods to the point that they are unpalatable. For this reason, restaurant food is consistently a tastier option and is therefore another reason why I prefer buying my meals to preparing them at home. Again, I mark this in green because this is linking to the thesis. Coming to the conclusion paragraph. In conclusion, restaurant food is both more convenient and tastier than my own cooking. This is marked in blue because this is once again coming back to the two supporting ideas that are going to prove our thesis. Thus, I choose to eat the majority of my meals outside my home and strongly prefer this to cooking them for myself. And this is in green because this is rephrasing our thesis. I believe I will continue this lifestyle as long as I am a working person. To visualize the way that the sentences connect the different paragraphs together in an argument essay. Thank you for listening.